A few years ago, I did a series called Dumb Mario Conspiracy Theories. But more recently, I haven't really thought of any ideas for that series. But then I started to think about Bowser. It seems like a lot of people think he's a really mean character in the Mario universe. Especially with the Mario movie recently coming out. Some people may even go as far as calling Bowser a narcissist. But honestly, that's just mean. Because in my opinion, Bowser's the nicest character the Mushroom Kingdom has to offer. I wouldn't say he's godlike, no, I would actually say he's a god. So gamers, welcome to the return of the Dumb Mario Conspiracy Theories series, and here are 10 reasons why Bowser is secretly a god. If you ask me, Bowser's a pretty good leader. I mean, all the Koopas seem to love him. And for most leaders, this will be good enough, and they will just focus on being a good leader. But for Bowser, this isn't enough. Because not only is he a great leader, but he's also an artist while he's doing that. I mean, a lot of his castles look amazing. I mean, he even makes a theme park in Super Mario 3D World. Not to mention the fact that he turns some of his castles into racetracks. I mean, how creative. The most recent time we've seen this is in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, when Bowser literally writes a whole song for Peach. I mean, seriously, what other leader who isn't a god could be an artist while being a great world leader? I mean, seriously, talk about hard working. Okay, tell me this, if you were a god, would you be happy with the state of the world you made? I mean, we're always polluting and won't do anything about climate change. Well, this might be the reason why Bowser comes out as such a mean guy. But at the end of the day, if the world's getting threatened, Bowser's more than happy to join Mario to save it. In games like Super Paper Mario and Mario RPG, Bowser's more than happy to help Mario save the world. I mean, he makes such a great team. I mean, can you actually call this person evil? I'm actually pretty sure the only reason why Bowser's so evil is because Peach keeps dissing him. I mean, Bowser even throws a surprise wedding on the moon for Peach. I mean, seriously, who wouldn't want to marry Bowser? You know what? Peach is the actual villain of the Mario universe, not Bowser. It makes sense for Bowser not to like Peach and Mario, as they're really mean to him. But when somebody treats Bowser with respect, he's really nice to them. Wait, what are you saying? The whole point of a god is that they like everybody no matter what they've done? Do you actually think God cares about Ivan the Terrible? Yeah, that's what I thought. However, when somebody treats this Koopa with respect, he's really nice to them. I mean, for example, if you're in an army, then you probably aren't gonna like your leader, as they probably don't care if you die. But that's not the case with the Koopa army. As they're very loyal to Bowser and actually seem like they care about him. And also, he's a great father to Bowser Jr. He always cares about him, and Bowser Jr. is very loyal and very kind to him. I mean, seriously, the whole point of a god is that they care about the people, and that's exactly what Bowser's doing. Like, seriously, how can you not think this is not a god? Can we agree on two things? One, that world domination is very hard. I mean, pretty much nobody's done it. And you need lots of planning, and it's very difficult to do. The other thing we need to agree on is that we're all gamers here. And when you play a game way too much, it can start to feel easy. So most gamers like to make it challenging by doing a challenge while playing the game. This can range from beating Super Mario World without touching any coins, or beating Super Mario 64 as a sign like I did. But what happens when world domination becomes so easy that you have to make it challenging for it to become fun? Well, that actually happened to Bowser in the great game Mario was missing. Because in that game, Bowser does the pro gamer challenge of doing world domination with hairdryers. Yep, you heard right, Bowser's that gamer. In Mario's Missing, Bowser tries to take over the entire world. To do so, he has built a castle in Antarctica, and has ordered every single hairdryer that the department store have to have it has. Bowser will activate all the hairdryers to melt the Antarctic ice sheet, causing the sea levels to rise and flood the earth. To raise the money for this plan, Bowser sent all the Koopalings to different countries to sell priceless artifacts. And after all that, Bowser manages to capture Mario as well, sending his brother Luigi to try and stop him. I don't know about you, but I could definitely not get as far as Bowser did with that plan. And I don't think anybody that isn't a god could get that far with that plan. I mean, seriously, Bowser's just too game and not to be a god. Although Bowser's very powerful, sometimes he might just not be powerful enough to get through something. Luckily for him, he can change forms. The main time he does this is in Smash Bros. With his Giga form. Although in Brawl on Wii U, it seems like he needs a Smash Brawl to turn into this form. In Melee and Ultimate, he can pretty much just do it on the fly. Now maybe he needs a lot of power to do this, but come on, he becomes so powerful when he's in his Giga form. And in other games, he just becomes big, which seems like he can just do on the fly as well. I'm not completely sure, but if there's one thing I'm sure of, I definitely do not want to be messing around with this Giga. Late last year, I was lucky enough to go to Pompeii, and it's honestly really interesting what happened to Pompeii. Because of course it's got covered in mountains of lava, and I doubt anybody survived the volcano eruption. Because as you probably know, lava is very dangerous and very hot, so it's pretty much impossible that you can survive it. Well, unless you're Bowser, because it doesn't matter how many times Mario pushes him into lava, he keeps coming back. Now, weirdly, in New Super Mario Bros. The DS, Bowser turns into Dry Bowser when he gets pushed into lava. But annoying that appearance, in every other game, Bowser comes back after being pushed into gallons of lava. Now, if you know your Mario, you might be thinking that Kamek just uses one of his spells to bring Bowser back. But I'm pretty sure that's not the case, and Bowser's just using the potion to make Bowser bigger. And I know this because at the end of Mario Galaxy, Mario pushes Bowser into lava, and then 5 seconds later, Bowser's perfectly fine on his lava planet. And I didn't see Kamek anywhere, so it's pretty unlikely that he was with Bowser then. So I'm pretty sure that Bowser is an immortal, which is definitely a key trait that gods have. And if Bowser is an immortal, then it's pretty unlikely that he isn't a god. Okay, now tell me, what are gods known for? Well, it is of course the ability to create life, and Bowser is certainly no stranger to this ability. In the 2D game, you'll find pipes that set infinite amounts of enemies towards Mario, and although I don't really know where these enemies come from, I'm pretty sure Bowser is making them. This would explain why there's so many enemies in Mario games. And then of course there's also Bowser Jr. Since his debut in Mario Sunshine, we've been speculating who his mother can be, but we still have no idea who she is. In Mario Sunshine, Bowser Jr. says Peach is his mother, but then at the end of the game, Bowser says that Peach is not his mother. So we still have no idea who his mother could be, and that's obviously because he has no mother. I'm pretty sure Bowser just made Bowser Jr. to kidnap Peach for him, and if that's the case, that would definitely mean that Bowser's a god. Early on, we talked about Bowser's attempt to take over the world, but he has actually gone way further than that in the Mario Galaxy games, where he tries to create his own galaxy. I mean, creating your own galaxies is one of the hardest things you can do, and although Bowser doesn't end up doing that, he gets really far. Stealing power stars of a god, kidnapping Peach, and almost killing Mario. And he also ends up destroying the entire universe, but that's Mario's fault. I mean, maybe a really good leader could do Bowser's plans, but how can a person create those planets? I'm pretty sure only a god like Bowser can do that. Okay, so you still don't believe me that Bowser's a god? Well, maybe if there was another god in the Mario universe, we could compare them and see that Bowser is as strong as they are. Wait a moment, there is! And Bowser actually destroys their home. I'm of course talking about Rosaline and Mario Galaxy. In this game, Bowser is of course creating his own galaxy, and to do this, he has stolen all of Rosalina's Grand Stars and Power Stars. Wait, what are you saying? Bowser just sent all his troopers to the Comet Observatory? Seriously, have you seen Bowser's troops? Do you actually think they could have stolen all those Grand Stars? Yeah, no way. And plus, they couldn't have sneaked in because the Comet Observatory is so small, they would have easily been noticed. Especially once the power goes out after all the power stars are stolen. Well, maybe she went to Mos Eisley for dinner, but now she's back, she'll be so mad, and Bowser will pay for stealing all her stars. Oh wait, she just sends Mario to try to kill him. And Rosalina can both teleport, and is an immortal, so Bowser has to be a god to be able to pull this out. I mean, all she really needs to do is teleport to all the star locations and get the power stars. But instead, she has to get Mario to do it because she's so scared of Bowser because he's a god. But if you still don't believe me, then you're about to feel very stupid. Okay, I'm gonna have to admit something. I really tried to put this list together, but I just can't think of a tense reason why Bowser's a god. And it's so frustrating because I know he is, but I can't think of another reason why he is, and I don't want to make a top 9. So I think I'll have to admit defeat and admit he's not a god, which again is really frustrating because I know he is. But maybe one day, Shigeru Miyamoto or Yoshiaki Kazumi, or maybe even Reggie, will come out and say that Bowser is a god, as I know he is. Well, I mean, maybe not Reggie, because he doesn't work at Nintendo. He got replaced by this Doug Bowser dude. Wait, what? Doug Bowser? Like Bowser, as in Bowser? Wait a moment! Could Doug Bowser, the president of Nintendo in America, be the same person who keeps stealing Peach? Whoa, so you're telling me Bowser can become a human in the real world? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Bowser was only the god in the Mario universe, but he's actually a god in our universe? Wait, what are you saying? It's just a coincidence? Well, how about we have a look at some of the things that has happened in Doug Bowser's reign? Well, at least at Nintendo. I mean, he's been the president for most of the Nintendo Switch reign. And what has the Nintendo Switch got? Yeah, but it's got Joy-Con drift, and we have to pay $70 for bad Wii U ports. But then again, gods don't do bad things. So how do we have a look at some other people named Bowser? I mean, we have this dude named Gary Bowser. Maybe we should look into him. Wait a minute, this dude hacks Nintendo Switches. And then Nintendo tried to sue him. Wait, could it be possible? Is Bowser trying to bankrupt Nintendo for making him the villain? I mean, after all, Bowser isn't even that evil, but Nintendo just makes it seem like he's evil, so now he's trying to bankrupt Nintendo to get revenge on them. It's all coming together. Well, you know what? If Nintendo was doing these horrible things to Bowser, then Nintendo should become bankrupt. Good on you, Bowser! And after that reason, if you still do not believe me, then well done, you're officially not gullible and also no fun. Well, anyway, the next video I'll make will be about the Nintendo Direct that came out recently. So if you're hyped for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, then you should definitely subscribe as I will be discussing that game. But anyway, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.